He looks distant and hardened, like someone who lost something precious, something irreplaceable. No, he didn't lose it. He gave it away. His heart, his calm, his history. And when the world tore him apart, he didn't weep. He remade himself in flames. That smile you noticed, it isn't fury. It's the expression of a man who forced hell to bow. I walked through hell wearing a grin. The fire taught me how to move. Every scar carved into my soul is a mark I earned. When no one stood beside me, they only watched. They doubted. They murmured that I would fall apart. Yet here I stand, unbroken, unbent, moving through the flames they swore would destroy me. They believed they had buried me. They believed the pressure would crush me. But I didn't choke. I transformed.
I adjusted to the darkness until it became my shelter, until I could inhale smoke and answer with lightning. I don't need light to guide me. My fury lights the way. I remember when I was gentle, when I was generous, when I gave too much and asked for nothing in return. I believed goodness would shield me. I believed love was armor. But kindness became a weakness they fed on. When they drained me dry, they blamed me for bleeding. So I stopped searching for mercy. I stopped waiting for salvation. I sealed my own wounds with flame and steel. I forged my tears into weapons. And I became something they could no longer command. I walk through hell smiling because I know what waits beyond it. I know what I was shaped for. I was never meant to kneel. I was never made to beg. I was born for battle. Every loss etched truth into me. Every betrayal sharpened my blade. They turned me into a monster. And now they recoil when I pass.
But I don't avoid the mirror. I meet my own gaze and see exactly what I've become, and I don't flinch. I earned this. I accepted what they feared. I didn't become evil. I became necessary. I feel no shame for surviving, no guilt for growing fangs. The world forgets the broken. It remembers only the unbreakable. And I chose to never be erased. I walk through hell with a smile because I swore to myself that I would never fade quietly, that I would never bow under this world's weight, that I would rise again and again, no matter how many times I was shattered. When the walls closed in, I didn't scream, I pushed. When the ground collapsed, I didn't fall, I soared. When they turned away, I didn't ask why, I kept moving. I don't need their love. I don't need their approval. I don't need their hands to lift me. I have my own, and they are forged from iron. The devil sees me and steps aside. He remembers the moment I stopped fleeing, the moment I stopped fearing him and began walking beside him, not as a servant, not as a slave, but as a storm even hell could not tame.
They say I've changed. They say I'm cold. They say I lost my path. But the truth is, I found it. I found it in silence, in isolation, in the moments when no one came. I became everything I needed. I don't weep for them. I don't look back. The grave tried to keep me, not knowing who it held. Death tried to bind me, not knowing the strength of my spirit. I don't belong to shadows. I don't belong to the past. I don't belong to those who thought they had won. I belong to the fire inside me. I belong to the hunger that never rests. I belong to the force that refuses denial. There is no room for who I once was. That version was fragile, naive, soft. That version begged for fairness, pleaded for understanding, believed love could mend everything.
But love is a fragile illusion. It shatters the moment it is tested. And I was tested again and again until nothing remained except raw, relentless will. My human heart is gone, torn away, crushed into dust, broken beyond repair. In its place stands something else, colder, sharper. I feel no pity, no remorse, nothing but the drive to rise, to claim what is mine, to ensure no one ever holds power over me again. They believed they could control me, manipulate me, use me, break me. Instead, they created something they will never understand and never be able to stop. I have no need for their love, their friendship, comforts for the weak, for those who cannot stand alone. I stand alone. I always have, and I will keep moving forward alone, leaving ruin and despair behind me. This is my road. This is my fate. They thought I would fade. They thought I would vanish, turn into dust and echo.
But I am not an echo. I am not a memory. I am here. I am now. And I am unbreakable. The world is not prepared for what I've become. Those who buried me have no idea what they released. The grave was meant to hold me, but it only gave me time. Time to prepare. Time to gather strength. Time to let my rage grow. Time to become more than I ever was.